Hello and welcome to episode 6 of my Satisfactory tutorial Let's Play series. This episode is going to be on finishing my copper automation into wires and cables, and then automation into rods, and then iron automation into rods, plates, screws and reinforced plates. Also, I want to move my hub and create a biomass automation for wood and leaves. So lots to do in this episode. I might actually miss out doing automation for reinforced plates because the petals, flower petals are good, flower power's good, but there's only so much it will cope with. So hence why I'm going to start creating biomass in preparation for later on being able to turn it into biofuel. So there we go. I've been collecting leaves and no wood yet because I haven't got access to a chainsaw, but that's all to come. So let's get started. First thing is I want to finish the copper production. So I'm going to probably need lots of plates. I'm not sure about the rods, so I'll keep that for now. Right, so let's go over to the copper. The hub I will get moved after the copper. So I built a second miner for the other limestone node, and it's turning that into cement, into concrete, sorry. And there's the concrete over here. I'll be using it for now to help with the base building, but eventually it's going to be for making a more advanced product. So the left hand, the limestone over here, will be for an advanced product, and I'll keep that limestone over there for base building. So in the last episode I started my copper automation chain. I've got the miner going into the smelter going through a splitter, making wires. Yeah, so that's set to wires. The wires will go to a splitter, and this is going to create cables, and I want to put that in this direction. Okay, so what I want to do though is I want two outlets for the wires. One outlet, the wires will turn into cables. The other outlet will store the wires for me for when I need wires, because you do need wires for different building different items. So I hate this, I really do. The mouse wheels too, I might have to look into changing that. Let's see, I do want to keep distance, but I don't want to use up too much space. Oh, let's leave a gap. In fact, let's build a second one on top of that. Run this to that, and what I can do now that I've got this splitter, to save me falling off, I really don't want to do that while recording. Doesn't promote confidence, does it, watching the person who's showing you something die whilst they're showing you. So right, okay, another benefit of this marvellous splitter is now what I can do. I could remove that, so I could strip that away and then have the free space to walk underneath it. But like I say, I want to store some of this wire, so I will put it back. If I can line it up now the same, which probably is going to prove difficult. Note to self, don't pull items up once they're built, because you have a hard job. I do, you probably find this easy, but I have a hard job getting it back exactly the way it was. Yeah, there you go. So now what I can do is run that second output to there. The top output is going to now go to so the wires. What I will do is put another splitter in. Reason for that is if I want more than one cable maker or the wires to go somewhere else. And now I don't want to trap any of my production lines, so let's take it this way. But mind you, this space is then going to be wasted. Oh, I could put a splitter in the centre there, 3 stories high. I've got to think about that, because this does seem like wasted space. I could take this around into it actually. So I could build it that way, yeah. Let's do it that way instead. Right, so this way now, I'm going to put a constructor. Don't want it too far there. So run a conveyor to there, conveyor to there, and this one of course is going to be making cables. Right, so let's run some power, and like I say, I like to use them corner bits. If I can. Right, okay. So now I need to wire these up. Let's run that to that one. Run that to that one. And I may as well use, well, that's going to use them all up. What about that one? That's going to use them all up. See, this only having 4 is really, oh, I'll just have to use that one up. There we go. Right, so here we need to tell it copper ingots. Here we go. Oh, new email. Let's have a look. Who's contacting me while I'm recording? Goodness sake. Oh, a fuse has been triggered. Right, I'm using too much power. Oh dear. Such grand plans collapsing underneath me through not having enough power. Yeah, well, it's work in progress. I'm dealing with it. Okay, so there's my wires. It's alright, I'll get the production chain set up and then start on the power side of it. Right, so that's all set and ready. I just now need to do some couple more splitters. Yeah, so this is wasted space. I need to be more efficient. I suppose I could have a second one in here. So that's all good. Right, let's run a conveyor to there. And again, I'm going to want 2 storages for this. And I don't want it to block my path. So, put one there. That's a bit close. Put one there. And one there. Again with the splitter, I will run that. Don't like that. I can get underneath it, but again it's still going to be, so I'll do one for now, just to the top. I can do that one to there maybe when I've got the pole, when I can raise the conveyors with poles. Right, so that's somewhere, that's that automation chain done. So I will get out of that copper wires and copper cables. All good. Right, next, moving on to the iron. In fact, no, hub next, because it's in the way of my grand plans for world domination. Right, okay, so I need to build this out a bit more. I'm not finished with this. Yeah, encroaching distance because of the hub. That's okay, it's getting moved in a second. I'm just trying to empty my pocket out a bit with all this concrete. So yeah, you can see why I've got to remove this hub. Can I get underneath that? Okay, yeah. Hate it when I do that, and I do that quite a bit, you know. Yeah, I know a lot of people will use walls. At this stage of my base, you know, I might think about walls later on, because because I kill off all the wildlife that's aggressive. There's no threat level, so I don't really need to secure my base in any way as boxing it in. Right, okay, let's remove the hub. How much space? Pocket space. Right, well, I've got access now, of course, you'll remember, to personal storage containers. So if I go to organisation, oh no, I haven't got it yet. I need to unlock. Let's have a look. I might have to unlock that first before I move my hub. Field research. Oh, there you go. That's where I get it. Right. This needs to be done. Can't mess with that. So I've got the copper cable, got the screws, got the plates. Cool. There we go.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Right, thank you, Ada. Okay, so we've got an extra tool belt now, so I can drop the nuts in there, as well as the zapper. So, and now I can switch between. I'll have fun and joy now trying to switch between them. I wish you could just press the number key to do that, but you can't, because it acts off of the main hotbar. Right, okay, so now I can make a personal storage box. The reason I need to make a personal storage box is because when I move the hub, that storage crate, personal storage crate attached to the hub is going to empty all its items. So let's put one just here. So under organisation it will appear. It can go there. To store everything for now. Ooh, nearly fell off. Oh, and of course it's going to empty out these as well. Anyway, let's do it. There we go. Look at that. Nice and quiet. Ooh, pocket is still full. Did I drop any crates on the ground? Unless I had exactly enough. Anyway, let's get this back up and running. So, because it has that launcher going up into space, it will need... I'm not sure if I'm going to put it at the highest level of my base, but I'll put it at this level for now. And I think I'm going to put it in there. So, let's go to Special and Hub. In your inventory, when you break it down, you have this hub parts. That's what you need in order to build a hub. I find it's easier walking with it, and then you can get it more finely. See how that looks. I can always break it down again. Yeah, the launcher's clear. Now I can just walk onto here. I won't have to keep jumping on, which is a nuisance. Look at that. Little things please me. They say little things please little minds. Well, that must be true. And I've got to refill these back up. And what I'm going to do now, because we are slowly getting organised, the first thing I'm going to do is put the personal storage box on number 6. There we go. And I'm going to need 3 of these. Oh wait a minute, missing rods. Can't afford. Oh, of course, because I put all my stuff in here. Let's see, so we need the rods. Have I got plates? No, so I'll need plates, I think. So I want 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Why 3? Well, I want to put my petals in the first one, leaves in the second, and wood in the third. We'll get a chainsaw eventually, so we'll be able to much improve that. Right, okay, in the hub chest I'll store the alien parts which are be needed for research. The Christmas gift, I must get more of them. Store the miners and the petals. There we go. Let's get the rest of my stuff back. And get the power switch back on. Don't really want that there, I guess. It's jutting out in the middle of nowhere. Right, let's carry on with the platforms. Or actually, let's do the power first. Got no power at the moment. Take it from that one. And put one just there. Perfect. That can go to there. And that can go to there. There you go. Hub successfully moved. And there's a little point of interest. What I can do now is come up here, climb up here, and get access to up here. Isn't that cool? And guess what's waiting for me over there? A power slug. Oh yeah. Check me out. Right, and there we go. So that's nice. All nicely lined up. Just with the top of that mountain. Right, okay, so next, no slacking for me. I now need to get my iron production on the go. Because I'm sick and tired of having to manually make rods and plates and wires and cables. I want machines to do it for me. Because why? Because it'd be fun. Lots of fun. All the work done for me. How marvellous. Right, so this is the biomass production chain. But I need to get my iron up, otherwise I'll be recording another episode of me having to manually, well, before off camera I'll have to manually make all the plates and wires and rods. I haven't even got the power to do this, so I'm going to have to go and put certain things in standby to enable just the machines I want for just the parts I want. Maybe I'll get a stack of 500 to 1,000 of each item put in its storage. See, until I get the die and can colour code these foundations, I'm just going to have to keep a gap. I think would be the best thing. I just know I'm going to fall down though. I know I'm going to fall down, but it's the only way of knowing about the gap. So that side of the foundation line is biomass. This side can be iron. So I need to get the iron up here next. Let's just build a bit more out. And then get that iron pipes up here. I'm going to use lifts to get the iron up here. Always a power slug that I must get. So let's do that now. Time to get the iron. Right, so keep it in line, and number 4 I put it on. Let's try it from there. So you left click. That does appear to be rather good, and then we run over to the ramp. Oh, did I get the bottom of it lined up? No. So right click removes it. Now use the middle mouse button to turn it around. We want it facing the smelter. Left click once, and then we can now do the next level. Yeah, perfect. And it's facing, sorry, the storage. Now run to the ramp. These lifts are so cool. So it's going to be coming out. Now I can have it facing any direction I wish. I don't really want it going that way because I don't know if I've got enough room for my biomass grand plans. So, and that's limestone that way. Let's face it this way. So again, middle mouse button will swirl it around. That's it, face it that way. Now what I do is I make sure I have it high off of the floor, because then wherever it's going, it's going to be it's not going to hinder me, be an obstacle in my way when I run the conveyor cable from it. So I don't know if that's too high. No, that would be okay. Now what I can do is put another row, or surround it. I don't think in the game at the moment there's a cover. It would be so nice if you could place a cover there with a hole in the middle for the parts to go through, but at the moment it won't let you build. So okay, well I guess hopefully it is still in early access. Maybe we'll get covers for foundations like that. Right, okay, so what I need to do here now, keep that free, put down a splitter. 1 and 2, run the conveyor from that to that. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to be limited by how much iron I've got coming through at the moment. I can get more, but I can't use much more power until I get my biomass, so I'm just going to do a skeleton framework. So the main ones I need to do are iron rods, iron plates, I'm not sure if I should do screws yet. I haven't got the power. So let's just do iron rods and iron plates. Right, so the iron rods can go this way. So we're going to need a constructor. There, yeah, that'll be okay. Keeps this one aisle free. Take that to there. So this can be doing iron rods. And the iron rods will need to go into storage. Because I will need to use iron rods, so I'll put the ones that are for me in the bottom container and the ones for making screws in the top container. But I need a splitter in order to do that, so I better do that. So that needs to be a splitter. I'm not going to bother with screws yet, so I just want rods. So I can go back on myself. So if I put 2 storages here, no, that's going to go too far then in that direction. Don't want to get any. Can I get closer to the copper without it affecting it? I want to keep them separated. Yeah, no, that's okay. Let's go a bit further. So this can be the storage. Here's enough gap. Oh no, let's do another storage up there. I'm going to need the iron rods to start with, so that's there. No, I won't do a top one yet because I'm going to need iron rods, just like the iron plates. So that's doing the iron rods. Now the iron plates I will put down here. Yeah, let's put them this way. So to make it square off, I will put splitters there, like so. So then I will want a constructor. Yeah, that's lined up. This will turn the ingots into plates. Yay! No more having to manually make them. I've just got to work out how to breaking out and power all of this. Let's just put these down. Oops. Okay, so we want another splitter. Can't have enough splitters. You really can't. I love splitters. Just when you think you can't manage to get one resource to another area because it's trapped, well, if you build your base with splitters everywhere, that will never happen. Remember, you can just keep going up with the splitters. The only difficulty will be reaching, of course, them to put your conveyor cable in, but you can always build up ramps. Right, so now, oh, there's the timer. Let's just finish this and then I believe this has been success. So that's one way to line them up when you want to try and get them all lined up. So stand beside an existing one of that structure, you'll see the white boxes, and then just walk to the left like so, and then that should be perfectly in line. Yep, we've got my gap, which is good. Let's put down, oh, I need to do one more. Again, plates is something I'm going to need to use, so I'm going to need to run one to the bottom, and I'm going to see, I can't do the top ones yet because I haven't got the power. I've barely got enough power to do a few for me here. I'm going to have to turn all the mines off to use the existing ingots because I don't have enough power. I'm relying on petals. Flower power's good, but there's only so much it can do for you. So wait, now I need to finish this. So we need a conveyor from there to there. Job done. There we go. Full production chain now for rods and plates. Not very advanced, granted, but we're getting there. Slow progress. Power gate lines we need now. We need to do. Can't forget them. There we go. So we'll run it from there, and I don't want it to affect the conveyor lines. The power lines don't get in the way of when you're building, but the power poles do. So I need to keep that free. So one there. Oh, I need to do it again. And one there. That can go to there. That to there. Right, that is all done. Let's give it a quick whirl. Let's go power it on just to check that it's all okay, it's all happy. So, and then I'll end the episode. I know I've gone over a bit. I'm sure you'll forgive me. Something I like to do, I don't have access to not a fence, what word am I seeking here? A balcony. I don't have access to that yet, so my little trick for knowing where there's the exit down to the next level is by placing, they're only cheap and you can fit 4. And then that lets me know as I'm running along that there's a drop the other side. Also where the way down is. There we go. Simple but effective. Right, so down here let's just load it up and power it up and just see what happens. Oh, I'm overloaded. That's right, the fuse went because I'm using too much power, and I'm going to be using even too much more. Right, okay, so I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode I'm going to have to do some biomass burners, additional biomass burners, because I don't have enough power. So it's spiked there, and that was before the iron that I've got, so I'm going to possibly need 2 more biomass burners. Do that in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope it's been informative. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.